With nearly 1 million Latino families nationwide losing their homes during this financial crisis, Hispanic Lifestyle has chosen to speak with professionals whose job it is on a daily basis to guide people with the facts on real estate issues. We first speak with Mr. Jerry Ascencio, a vice chairman with the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, about the guidelines of their organization.
In 2007, we came out with the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals Code of Trust, what we label as En Confianza. Through this process, we identify and we educate our consumers and our members on how to readily serve these particular families and to be sensitive to the fact of predatory acts and how to avoid situations that would put those families in harm's way. All circling back to our mission statement of promoting sustainable Hispanic home ownership from this point moving forward. NARP was actually part of a very strong coalition where we went directly to the Capitol and we took our 5-point plan. And one of the points within our plan was to be able to increase more education and more mandatory education surrounding the home ownership experience, including but not limited to first-time home buyers. So now that we learned that there is going to be a cutback of almost $90 million of HUD-approved counseling that provided a safe haven for some of our Hispanic consumers to go there when they're in trouble, to go there when they're in arrears, to go there when they are underwater, it really opens up a whole series of questions. It speaks against what we brought forth in our 5-point plan, and now our questions are, absent this type of housing counseling service, who's going to provide that? And some of our fear is around the fact that this is going to bring out all sorts of characters who may go back to predatory actions and upselling the consumer to other solutions that are not the very best option for them moving forward long term.
Not a day goes by where we don't read about a family that has been taken advantage of by real estate schemes. We asked Jerry to identify suspicious situations that should get your immediate attention.
Some of the common red flags that we've seen, Richard, is when anybody tries to pressure you into signing something, telling you that it's an offer that is only on the table for the next 24 or 48 hours. Also be very cautious if somebody is shying you away from getting a second opinion. Always have the ability to walk away from the table. Never feel pressured that the opportunity that is on the table today will be absent tomorrow. Always make sure that you are listening to 2 or 3 voices before you take the plunge and commit to any particular service, agency, or entity. And make sure that you ask all the questions and have no doubts inside you before moving forward to the next phase.
Jerry goes on to talk about the impact the housing situation has had on California.
In California alone, we've experienced about 700,000 foreclosures that involve the Hispanic community, and almost 50% of all foreclosures have happened to particularly Hispanic, at a rate of more than double the other type of demographic profiles. So it's quite substantial, and particularly here in California, 700,000 numbers. First off, there's a common misconception that foreclosure properties are the higher end properties, the mansion style properties, but no. Actually, this is just middle America. Mid to lower income properties were affected. Typical neighborhoods like the one that we're standing in right now are the big target for foreclosures in that case. So on one hand, you have the erosion of the equities, and that is going to absolutely affect this generation. On the other hand, is the glass half empty or is it half full? It's going to open up tremendous opportunity by bringing the point of sale down to a place that is more affordable for Hispanics to be able to make the right decisions and be able to participate in home ownership sustainably from this point moving forward.
We finished our conversation with Jerry by asking his professional opinion of the future of Latino home ownership.
Richard, we took the hit as many other communities did, but I'll tell you what, looking into the future, 1 in 6 Americans is Hispanic. We have $1 trillion in purchasing power. We represent better than 40% of every first-time home buyer in America today. So we are optimistic, and we know that at this price point, it's also going to open up for increased sustainable housing and more affordability moving forward. Hispanic community is incredibly excited about moving forward with the homeownership experience.